The morning light had not yet fully awakened the city. There was a light mist on the streets. Shops were opening one by one, and people were rushing about at the start of a busy day. John was walking slowly, as usual. Walking was his habit, for peace of mind, to talk to himself. John's life was not very big. He had a small restaurant on a corner of the city. It didn't make much money, but he was satisfied. Seeing people smile made his day. Suddenly, the door of a large restaurant next door opened loudly. A girl ran out. The girl's hair was messy, her eyes were full of fear, and her clothes were torn. She seemed to be running for her life. A few seconds later, an angry man came out from behind. The man had terrible anger in his eyes. The girl looked around and suddenly saw John and ran. "Save me, please save me," he said, hugging John tightly. John knew instantly that something terrible had happened. The man came closer and roared, "Let her go. This is my business." John said calmly, "You have no right to scare a girl like this." As the man approached, John could no longer control himself. He punched him hard. The man stumbled and fell, realizing the situation, and quickly ran away. The girl was still shaking. John sat her down in a chair next to him. "Don't be afraid, you're safe," he said softly. After a while, the girl said slowly, "My name is Evelyn." The tears in her eyes seemed to tell a story of many years. Evelyn began to speak slowly. "I was very young. My parents died in a car accident." Her voice trembled. "I grew up in a hostel. I had no one, just books and loneliness." John listened quietly. "That's where I met Henry. He was my best friend. Slowly, we started to love each other." Her eyes held a glimmer of old memories. "Henry didn't have a mother. He just had a father. He accepted our relationship. We got married." Evelyn smiled a little. "We had 2 children, a boy, a girl. Life seemed like a dream, but that smile quickly faded. Suddenly, our family started to fight. Henry started to change. I could tell something wasn't right. One day, Evelyn asked him, "What happened to you?" Henry sighed and said, "There have been a lot of losses in business. If I don't take a big bank loan, everything will be over." Trusting her husband, Evelyn takes a loan with him. "I didn't think this would be the biggest mistake of my life." 2 days later, Henry disappeared. The phone was switched off. There was no news. Later, when I went to the office, I found out that Henry had been in a relationship with another girl for a long time. Evelyn's world fell apart that day. One day, the bank people brought the police. Their house was taken away because they couldn't pay the loan. We were standing on the street. My 2 children were crying. My father-in-law was standing with his head down. His voice broke. My father-in-law even begged to save us. John's eyes also got wet. Then I took a job at this restaurant, but the owner, he couldn't say the rest. John understood everything. After a moment of silence, John said, "I have a restaurant too, very small, but you can work there if you want. No one will hurt you." Evelyn looked surprised. "You believe me?" John smiled. "Sometimes just one chance is enough to save a person." Evelyn agreed. New beginning. The small restaurant was ordinary. Old chairs, small kitchen, limited customers. But Evelyn worked hard. Her smile, sincerity, and taste in cooking gradually began to attract people. John saw that the girl was not just a worker, but a fighter. Days passed. The crowd in the restaurant increased. New menus were added. The 2 of them planned together until late at night. Eventually, the small shop became a big restaurant. Their hard work became the talk of the town. On the other hand, Henry's life was not happy. He had a fight with the girl for whom he'd left his family every day. The money ran out. The business collapsed. Finally, the girl left him and went with a rich man. Henry then realized what he had lost. One day, Henry came to Evelyn's restaurant, a dirty face, a broken man. He cried and said, "Forgive me, I made a mistake." Evelyn was silent for a long time. There were tears in her eyes, but her heart was strong. "Where were you that day when our children cried in the street?" Henry lowered his head. It's too late to apologize. She leaves. Over time, John and Evelyn's relationship deepens. They become each other's strength. John never pushes, he just stays by their side. One evening after the restaurant closed, John says, "You know what? Your smile made this place a home." Evelyn smiles softly and says, "And you taught me to trust again." Gradually, their friendship turns into love. They got married in a small ceremony. Their children were laughing. The restaurant staff were rejoicing. Evelyn looked up at the sky and said to herself, "Mom and Dad, I'm happy again." John took her hand and said, "There's no fear from now on." The sun was setting, but a new dawn was beginning in their lives. Life sometimes breaks people, takes everything away. But some people come along, those who mend broken hearts. Evelyn had lost her family, her faith, her security, but courage, hard work, and standing by a good man gave her a new life. Because true love never comes suddenly. It is born slowly, built on trust. And that love is what ultimately breaks through the darkness and becomes light.